You talked about people who may even have a state of disbelief.
Mm-hmm.
When people see you or they see other MS patients, sometimes there's discomfort. They don't know what to say. They wind up saying silly things or insensitive things. What can you say to help the people who do not have MS to deal with what they see?
That is a great question. And I'm actually working on a project right now where I'm collecting the worst things that MS patients have heard people say to them,
Mm-hmm.
and then what would they rather hear instead. And I think the best thing anyone can do for a person with MS or cancer or anything is just say, that sounds really hard. You want to tell me about it? And then just listen. And don't tell the person to go drink this special water
Right.
that cured their cousin. You know?
Right.
Or, oh my gosh, I could tell you 100 things that people have told me to do, including being stung by bees and fried horses.
Being stung by bees?
Yes, that was a very popular alternative therapy when I first was diagnosed. And that, for any, the FDA goes through a very rigorous process to.
What would that possibly have to do with the myelin sheath?
Well, it's your central nervous system is turning around and attacking you.
Right.
It attacks the myelin sheath. So something about getting stung by bees, the theory was that it would stop the central nervous system from attacking.
And riding horses would help how?
Same thing. Who knows? See, these things are so strange, and yet people. That's the thing. They just really want you to try their remedy.
All right. You have a blog, which I think can be very helpful for a lot of people. Tell us about Dancing with MS.
I started that just to provide support for others with MS because, because it's invisible, because we're basically kind of alone with it, it helps to know that other people suffer. So I actually have tried to be upbeat in it, though. I don't often, say, I am really suffering today.
Yeah.
But once in a while I'll say, I have spent the weekend in bed and I really could have done a better job. And then I have, there are also websites or forums online that are very helpful. I don't know if your brother-in-law has been to Patients Like Me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great resource. And I have those listed on my MS website. And some kind of funny things, too. For example, I call it MS Perks.
Uh-huh.
And everybody on the Patients Like Me website, they liked that a lot because it's just counterintuitive, that there would be any perks to having an invisible chronic disease. But, eventually you're too tired to do a lot, so you don't have to do some of those things that you never really wanted to do.
Dee Kite, a life coach, author, speaker, and she has had MS for more than 20 years. It is MS Awareness Week, and she is sharing some insight with us. Again, the address for that website is?
MyMSCoach.com.
MyMSCoach.com. Dee, I don't think there's anything that any MS patient can do that did do to get MS. But I guess the trick is dealing with it, coping with it, coming to grips with it, and having supportive people around you. I knew a lot of people who maybe questioned themselves, doubted themselves, felt that they had done something wrong. Maybe they had some guilt, wondering why them. How important is it to get past that and to understand that they're in no way at fault with this?
Oh, it's so important. It just made me so sad to hear you say that because, people do that not just to MS patients, but to people with all diseases. Louise Hay wrote a book, You Can Heal Your Life, and she's got a index in the back or a glossary that lists all the diseases and then what you did to cause it. So it's like it's out there in print. that you can control your body, and you are at fault for the disease that you get. And it's just not true. They're getting closer to seeing that it's genetic and which genes and that type of thing. And if a person feels like it's their fault, then they really need to get some help to get past that, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. It's time to stop looking at what happened, what it used to be like, and look ahead. And that's true for all of us, really. I mean, focusing on what we thought should have been, it's not really going to help you live a great life with whatever circumstances you have.
Dee Kite, our guest, she's a regular speaker for the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. And interest of disclosure, I was employed by the MS Society at one point a couple decades ago, and did some work with the Readathon program that raised nearly $1 million for research here in the state of Michigan. Dee,
Wow.
I will give this information to my brother-in-law, Jim, and he may be in contact with you.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Jack.
All right. Dee Kite, appreciate her joining us, talking about MS Awareness Week and some things that you should know. We will be back with our final segment, Ebling and You, 1320 WILS.